exactly what the situation required.
Varela. Kivior. Moura. Perez. Perez, gently done. Fernandes. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
He just needed to be quicker then. This defence won't give you time to second-guess yourself.
And here's Pepe. Very nicely done. And it's Fernandes. Fernandes. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Sancho. Onana. Onana laid out to the left flank. Strong running down that left flank. A lovely bit of skill. The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. That's surely a foul, free kick. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And Porto go in front. Oh, that is a bit special. Porto break through nice and early, just as they wanted it. Fernandes. Pepe. Picks it up out wide. Oh, such a clever touch. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Well timed, excellent interception. Varela. Perez. Kivior. Varela. McGinn. And he has been fouled there. And he's there to clear it. That's really well manoeuvred. And the shot!
Are clearly looking to use the space out in the flanks here.
With a view to what exactly, Jim?
Well, it can encourage the full-backs to get involved and increase their chances of more service into the box.
Cash with the clearance. There are a few waiting for it. Varela plays it short. Without complication. Kivior shifted upfield. Varela aimed forwards. And it's Fernandes. Varela. Porto making the ideal start. It is something to build on.
Well, this opening spell has been one big plus. They should look to add to it and not subtract.
Sancho. And it's played forward. Oh, Red, nice interception. Moved on forwards. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. That's really well manoeuvred. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And here's Agahawa. And it's Moura. A chance to play it in. That is lovely. Cross it goes. That has been knocked clear. Shot a goal! Goal! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Porto, yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
Porto are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And it's played forward. Fernandez. Great defending, strong and determined. Perez. Kivior. And it's Moura. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Cal Torres did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Tielemans. Oh, good spread. And here's Sancho. Cash. Forwards and with intent. Agahawa. Porto being made to look sloppy in possession here. Played out to the right. Cash. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Great chance! And that's straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, that looked very much like a case of stage fright. His job is to steer clear of the keeper.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Kivior, gently done. Spread out to the left. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. Clipped into space. That is a brilliant interception. Oh, this looks sharp. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Cash shifted upfield. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. It's a good foot in there. Now it's Watkins, and the counter is on. Tielemans. Again! It's anyone's ball now. Skims one in. And the keeper gets his hands on it. Kivior. Varela. Now it's Watkins. Kivior does really well to win the ball there. And here's Agahawa. Out towards the flank. Moura gets into some space. Up he goes!
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Barella goes short. So who's he picking out? And that has been cleared. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Wins the duel this time. Cash, aim forwards. Moura. And here's Agahawa. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Sancho. Now it's Agahawa. Now it's Pepe. Good chance here! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, usually you're going to get punished.
That's an imaginative pass. That has been knocked clear. There will be a throw-in. Sancho goes forward. Over to the left. He has found the way through. Oh, great defending. That needed doing. Fernandes did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
And here's Agahawa. Out to the left it goes. Watkins chasing after it. Now it's McGinn. Kivior is there and he can get that clear. Barella. Fernandes. Porto heading towards the half-time break. The win very much in their sails. And here's Pepe. Fernandes. Oh, sweet feet. Pepe. Receives it in a good position here. Can he finish? Gets it away. Oh, great play.
Pepe really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Moura. Pepe. And it's Fernandes. Onana did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. It's a lovely, neat pass. Nicely intercepted. Barella. And it's Moura. Onana gets across to intercept that. And it's played forward. Tielemans forwards and with intent. Now here's the delivery. Moura. Varela. Pepe, who's set up one goal so far. Tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive. Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. We're back on the first 45 minutes.
Porto clearly have plenty of cause to happen, Peter, but they'll need to resist the temptation to just sit on the lead second half. The opposition will be doing their utmost to try and get back into this, so they have to be alert.
Porto go in at half-time on a comfortable two-goal cushion. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Agahawa! Cash gets good distance on it. Thinks one through. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Cash. That's really well manoeuvred.
Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Moura. Kivior. They played cross-field, changing the point of attack. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Now that's well seen too. Konsa. Madsen. Oh, there's a probing ball. And that has been cleared. Pepe. Out to the right. And here's Pepe. Oh, shooting chance! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
McGinn. Over to the left.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And here's decent chance! Oh, just fizzes past the post.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Varela. Moved on forwards. Sancho. McGinn. Great defending, strong and determined. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Done delicately. Nice control. And it's Moura. What about the climbs up big? Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Tielemans is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Perez. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, it very much looks like this defence has learned from its errors now.
Agahawa tries to thread one through. That's very neat. been clubbed away. That's been won straight back. Mora. Porto are 2 up early in the second half. And now the breakaway. Onana. Matson. Onana shifted upfield. McGinn. Watkins! Now it's Sancho. Crossing. Perez with the clearance. And he shoots! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Mora. Kivior. Barella, gently done. And that's put paid to a promising move. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Moved on forwards. Perez cuts it out. Sancho. Cash. Aim forwards. Defending of the desperate variety. And it's played forward. Interception, his positioning was spot on. Martinez sends that a long way. Watkins has got himself a free kick. Barella tries to clear. Konsa takes a shot! It's going to be another one. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Muscular approach does pay off here. It's Mora. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Again. Tielemans laid out to the left flank. Matson. That's really well manoeuvred. Kivior getting this one clear. Proves too strong. Now then, the ball's come loose. Can he spark a counter here? Onana shifted upfield. Chance to deliver. Tielemans. Sancho, and that's aimed into the middle. Pepe. anticipates. Tielemans. And it's Tielemans. Agahawa played out towards the right wing. And here's Agahawa. He's had a shot! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Agahawa certainly looked hungry and exciting on the ball. Confidence is at play here.
Kivior forwards and with intent. Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
McGinn, spread out to the left. Tielemans, and here's Tielemans, and it's made Watkins! Deftly away. Nice physical challenge. Defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be. Fernandes. Varela. And it's Tielemans. And here's Watkins. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Really well manoeuvred. Perez. Fernandes. And here's Pepe. He's found a way through. Fernandes. And that has been cleared. That's a little off target. Could move up a gear here. Watkins. Tielemans. Going to be disappointed with that. Now it's McGinn. Oh, it's come loose. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. It's been slipped through. And it's Fernandes. Showing good feet. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Tielemans. McGinn. He is just caressing the ball. Played out wide. Pepe. Agahawa. And it's Moura. Moura laid into space.
Porto have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
That's tidy. Konsa gently done. Matson. That's been drilled forward. Kivior is there and he can get that clear. Got rid. That's a throw. Tielemans succumbs to the pressure. Now who's going to be first to this? Again! Oh, glorious! That is a special one! A finish of true class! You just know there is no stopping that.
Well, Peter, it would have taken something incredible for the keeper to keep that one out. It was absolutely spanked.
And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Perez. I think we're just about done here. Perez moved on forwards. That'll be a throw.
Porto can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Perez does really well to win the ball there.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
And he's there to get it away. And reclaimed it in a trice.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish, and no half measures from here.
Oh, nice touch. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Moura. Goes for a shot!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Onana. And it's Moura. Oh, that's neat. Time to deliver. And it's played in. Pepe. Agahawa. And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Agahawa is offering a wry smile there.
Cal Torres clears it away. And that's that. Porto have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. Well, we're on the way. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents, and it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character, and it's good to see that in the game.
Yes, he'd be my pick too. It's going to be all about how they get the best out of him. Here's Pepe. He's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Cleared without complication. Varela.
The keeper was likely to need his best there, and he found it.
Konsa, nicely aimed pass. Onana. Aim forwards. Perez with the clearance. And that is as far as they're going to go. Pepe. Punched away. And it's Fernandes. Porto disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Kivio. Mora. Kivio. Mora. That'll be a throw-in. Tielemans. Now it's Watkins. And here's Agahawa. Cash. Forward it goes. Ambitious ball here. And it's hoisted clear. Aimed in towards the centre. That has been knocked clear. Fernandes. Perez. Kivio. That's really well manoeuvred. Varela gently done. Fernandes. Oh, that's neat. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. The referee's awarded a free kick. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Onana getting this one clear. Throwing. And here's Agahawa. Agahawa! Oh, nearly.
Watkins really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Succumbs to the pressure. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And that's aimed into the middle. No, that's too long. Perez. Porto applying all the early pressure.
Yeah, whether they've been allowed to set the standards or not, they're setting them, and a goal has to follow.
Tielemans laid out to the left flank. Can he get onto this? Tries to get it clear. It is a corner. Up he goes! That's a half-decent try.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
Kivio moved on forwards. Agahawa spread out to the left.
looking to use the space out the flanks here.
With a view to what exactly, Jim?
Well, it can encourage the full-backs to get involved and increase their chances of more servers into the box.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Back into the middle. Torres gets it clear. So what can they make of this? Watkins tries a measured ball. Varela. Kivior. That's Agahawa. And it's Moura. Out to the left it goes. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Kivior. If you have just joined us, well, you've missed no goals. McGinn. And here's Watkins, over to the left. Very nicely done. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Out to the right. Looking for a decent ball in. Now who's going to be first to this? Played out wide. Out towards the flank. Hit into the middle. Kivior tries to clear. Varela did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
Well, welcome to the modern game. You get hounded as soon as you get the ball. You can't take time like that.
Fernandez. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Kivior. Perez. Kivior. Kivior shifted upfield. And here's Agahawa. Agahawa played out to the left flank. That is lovely. And it's Moura. Moura's cross. Cleared away.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Moura clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And they've got rid. And it's played forward. He thumps it clear. Tielemans. Good take, and is he in? McGinn! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Gets it away. Torres chooses to go cross-field. Now it's Tielemans. Tielemans! Oh, he's really drilled it. Perez gets it away. Pepe proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Kivior. Moura, now he's off and running. And it's Moura. He played right into his path.
Porto clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really unconvincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Spread out to the left. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And they've got a throw. Varela can get it clear. Now it's Tielemans! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Pepe forwards and with intent. And here's Agahawa. Konsa gets over and intercepts. Lofted upfield. Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
That is a brilliant interception. And it's played forward. Watkins chasing after it. Matson. Delivered across. And it's claimed by the keeper.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
That's really well manoeuvred. That has been knocked clear. Out to the left it goes. Now the ball in. And he's there to clear it. Pepe. Oh, it's Agahawa. Oh, good spread. Fernandez. A chance to play it in. Fernandez. Could it? Chance! Sancho. Moved on forwards. That's a simple one for the keeper. McGinn. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Oh, nicely intercepted. Tries to dink it through. The ball is loose. Face to face. Pepe! Torres shifted upfield. Sancho is offering some sort of an apology there.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pepe knocks it out wide. Konsa is there, and he can get that clear. And it's Moura. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Spread out to the left, delivered in. And that has been clubbed away. And it's Moura. That's played into the area. And that's been repelled. Oh, shooting chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Oh, that's well done, really robust. Aim forwards. Watkins was steaming forward. Fernandes. Kivior. Perez. Fernandes. Perez, gently done. Physical challenge. Sancho. McGinn. And here's Watkins. That's really well manoeuvred. And it's Pepe. Played into space. Fernandes. Pepe! Pepe! Goal! Porto! Deep into first half stoppage time, a crucial goal.
Porto, well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
That's good play. Played into the middle. That has been cleared. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Porto have played well here, and they have the all-important lead. It's 1-0. Hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit more.
Pepe. And here's Agahawa. Agahawa! He's done very well to get to that.
Agahawa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Moved on forwards. Cash wins the duel this time.
Agahawa really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And here's Agahawa. Over to the left. That's very neat. Konsa attempts a clearance. And it's Moura. Moura. Strong running down that left flank. There are a few waiting for it. Tries to get it clear. And now the breakaway. And that has put paid to that. Kivior. Agahawa. Tielemans. Watkins. Now it's Sancho. McGinn. Cash. Forwards and with intent. Varela. Perez. Pepe. Aim forwards. calmly anticipates. Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And here's Agahawa. Played out wide. That's a good run down the left. Goes for a shot!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
Now that's well seen too. And it's played forward. Fernandez has created one goal already. Onana shifted upfield. Do have a chance to counter here. And it's Tielemans. Watkins! It just took too long getting forward.
Watkins cannot be that slow, and it took the sting out of the break, and a big chance wasted.
Varela. Pepe being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
Fernandez. Pepe. Probing pass. Well timed, excellent interception. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
That's really well manoeuvred. Played out to the right. Konsa, aim forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Onana, gently done. Fernandez. Tielemans. McGinn. And here's Watkins! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Varela. And it's played forward. Martinez gets his gloves on it, nice and calm. Moved on forwards. Does really well to win the ball there. That's really well manoeuvred. Aim forwards. And that is Agahawa! Oh, that was no routine save.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Muscular approach does pay off here. Pepe does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Moura. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, while the temptation's always there, Peter, I think it would be ill-advised of them to try settle for what they've got.
And here's Sancho. Watkins. Sancho. It's a mighty effort! And the header is disappointing in the end.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Fernandez. Varela. Varela, gently done. Can he deliver? Oh, sweet feet.
And here's Agahawa. Tielemans.
Porto leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking.
Kivior. Varela.
Moved on forwards.
Porto, well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
He's had a shot! It's a throw-in.
Wins the duel this time.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Onana.
And it's played forward. Perez with the clearance.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Cuts out the pass. And he's straight offside.
And it's Tielemans.
Oh, nice touch. Well read, and the danger is averted.
And here's Agahawa.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Perez. Moved on forwards.
And it's Moura.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Plenty waiting in the middle. Showing good feet. Oh, what a climb! Should have equalised.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment.
Extravagant effort! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Varela. Kivior.
Perez.
Fernandez.
Proves too strong. That a foul? Yes, the referee's given it. Perez.
here's Pepe. Fernandez.
Time to deliver. There's the header! Oh, not the best of headers.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
Perez, gently done. Fernandez.
Porto still ahead by the game's only goal.
Kivior forwards and with intent. Spread out to the left. That is good strength. That's tidy. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Porto surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
There's the shot!
It's a loose ball.
Turns and goes back.
Porto clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Cash. He is just caressing the ball. The pressing's intense and it's paid off.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
Very much into the last knockings. Konsa, long ball upfield. And he cuts out the supply.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Moura. And it's Moura.
Lovely bit of skill. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Porto really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Watkins plays it through. In by Sancho.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Varela. Fernandez. Kivior. Varela shifted upfield. That has been cut short. Perez. Aim forwards. Onana.
That's really well manoeuvred.
He's in a great position here. Pepe. Takes a shot!
So that's it. It is all over.
What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Who do you, Jim, see making a difference here?
Well, this fella, Yuri Tielemans, Peter, I don't think you get many better than him when it comes to connecting the team's attack and defence. Positional intelligence, that's what we're talking about. The way he can change rhythm in accordance to what's going on around him.
Yes, he'd be my pick too.
Has a shot! Over to the left.
Strong running down that left flank.
He's got away. And here's Agahawa. He's Agahawa! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Agahawa clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And here's Agahawa. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Oh, clearance is short. Pau Torres, gently done. Matson, that's a lovely, neat pass. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. And he cuts out the supply. Konsa, he's gone direct here. Kivior. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Watkins, now he's off and running. Perez. Fernandez. Perez. Varela.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Agahawa, played out to the left flank. Oh, it's come loose! And he's there to get it away. Varela. And here's Pepe. And here's Agahawa. Watkins, again. Matson, aim forwards.
Cleared without complication.
Mora. Kivior. Perez. Fernandez. Perez. Varela. Kivior.
I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early...
And the shots! That was superb goalkeeping!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Cleared away. Knocks it out wide. And here's Agahawa! Goal! Porto! And Porto go in front. Simplicity itself.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Porto gain their reward with an early goal. Pepe. And it's played forward. It's Agahawa. Picks it up out wide.
Well, he had to bide his time a bit there, Peter. Needed more targets to aim at in the box. Porto clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Moura clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width.
really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Well, the ball's come loose here. He can get that clear and reclaimed it in a trice. Torres getting this one clear. Punched away. Tielemans did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Tielemans. Again! And that wasn't far away.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Porto are seeing a lot of the ball and have a 1-0 lead to show for it. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Kivior. Moura. And here's Agahawa. Agahawa spread out to the left. Onana. Watkins chasing after it. Well, this is turning out to be a lively old game.
Yeah, especially in those wide areas, something the team have clearly identified.
Pepe! Again. Cash forwards and with intent. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Agahawa. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep. Agahawa! Fernandez. He's going to have to tune his rangefinder before the next one. A look and place it forward. Agahawa. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And it's Pepe. Fernandez. And that's clear cut, it's a free kick. He's overshot the green. And here's Sancho. And here's Watkins. Moved on forwards. Agahawa looking understandably energised after his goal. Again. Sancho. Sancho. Some good work on the right flank here. Barella forwards and with intent. McGinn. And here's Watkins. Shapes to shoot! He has found the way through. And it's Moura. Moura charging forward down that flank.
McGinn.
That's really well manoeuvred. Time and again they are repelled.
Kivior. Varela.
Porto couldn't do a whole lot with it there. They could do with more sharpness in their passing.
Perez. Pepe. And here's Agahawa! And he has kicked it out somehow.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Clears it away.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
Kivior. Moura.
Onana does really well to win the ball there.
Watkins. McGinn. And here's Watkins. Watkins!
Another save.
Well, the keeper saved his team again here, Peter, but he needs more protection from this defence.
Kivior. Moura.
And that's a throw.
Sancho shifted upfield.
And he's there to clear it.
Hangs in across.
And it's kept out by a stubborn defence. Keeper's dealt with that.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. And it's Tielemans.
Muscular approach does pay off here. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, but just the goalkeeper to beat. There's the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
It was such a clever idea to lift it into his path.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
Fernandes. Pepe. And here's Agahawa.
Out to the right.
Konsa gently done. Moura. Porto looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Varela. And it's Fernandes. Pepe.
There's the shot! Oh, denied brilliantly!
Agahawa actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, smashing header! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Well read, nice interception. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Very nicely done.
Cash.
Can he deliver?
In by Sancho. it's gone back to the keeper. Cash. And it's played forward. And that has been cleared. Pepe. Akahawa. Now that's well seen too. Onana. Sancho, aimed forwards. Great defending, strong and determined. Moved on forwards. And it's played forward. And he's picked out the run. That's Agahawa. He's... Agahawa! Really well taken goal. And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. He has given that the lot. Bang!
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
Porto are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Varela. Cash cuts it out. Konsa. That's been drilled forward. Kivior gets across to intercept that. Moura. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Any views on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Porto sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up.
So we're just settling back into this second half.
Wins the duel this time.
The message is clear, none shall pass.
Perez.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Konsa, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. And it's Pepe. Pepe.
Good challenge, excellent challenge.
Onana
Did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
He's gone for goal! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Pau Torres tries to clear. And now the breakaway. That's a good run down the left. Nice physical challenge. Fernandez. Varela. Perez. And he's managed to get free. Up he goes! Harmlessly behind.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Kivior. Varela. Kivior shifted upfield, and it's Moura. toward... Oh, what a climb! He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Deftly away. Moura. Oh, it's played into the area. And claimed it back swiftly. That's very neat. A chance to play it in. And here's Agahawa. Oh, just skips past his man. Tielemans. Moved on forwards. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Looks to the other side. That's tidy. Fernandez gets him to thwart him. McGinn. Real chance! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Kivio. Agahawa being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, they're certainly getting much tighter to him now. At least the message was received.
Cash is there, and he can get that clear. Fernandez. Fernandez. Porto are 2 up early in the second half. Kivio. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Out to the left it goes. And it's climbs up big! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Defending of the desperate variety. He is just caressing the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And it's played forward. Oh, nice touch. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. That was very necessary. Onana.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And here's Agahawa. And here's Agahawa. Agahawa! Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. Sancho, aim forwards. McGinn. McGinn. Matson. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. And that's aimed into the middle. Moura can get it clear. And he shoots! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Matson. Sancho, played into the middle. Kivio shoots! That's really well manoeuvred. Played through for the wide man. Varela makes the interception. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Varela. Now it's Agahawa. Ball's played through. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, good spread. Plenty waiting in the middle. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Moved on forwards. Sancho. That is lovely. There are a few waiting for it. And he's had a shot! They've done it!
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
And it's played forward. Out for a throw. Watkins looking to run onto it. Sancho. Proves too strong. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Perez. So 2-1 now, and things have got a whole lot more enthralling here.
Yeah, this is a real psychological test now that will tell us whether one side buckles and the other kicks on.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Onana played out towards the right wing. McGinn. Onana. And here's Watkins, and he shoots! It's a mighty effort! And that could come back to haunt them.
That was extremely good focus from the keeper, and it could turn out to be quite a significant moment. Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And it's been given away.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And here's Watkins.
Well, there's plenty to like about this approach. Get your head down, keep battling away, and eventually things might change for you.
It's a good foot in there. That's an untidy challenge. Free kick given.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Perez. Kivior. Kivior forwards and with intent. And it's Moura. Does well to get it back. And that is a little undercooked. Kivior. Varela. Perez. Perez, shifted upfield. Fernandez. Pepe. Oh, he's in! Chance to shoot!
Porto clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Clearly not happy with that. And it's Moura.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Martinez herring after the ball here. And he's heaved it away.
Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition.
McGinn goes for goal!
And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, the reaction from his teammates says it all, Peter. They simply expected better.
Perez. Spread out to the left. And here's Agahawa. Pepe!
Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Cash, aim forwards. That is a brilliant interception. Moura, gently done. Perez. Kivior. Varela. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. I think we're just about done here. The referee's awarded a free kick. And he has shown him a yellow card. Torres getting this one clear. Porto have got it back and they'll have another go.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Calmly anticipates. That's really well manoeuvred. Kivior. Perez. Kivior. Perez. Varela shifted upfield.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Oh, easy pickings there. And it's Pepe. Fernandez.
Porto can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
Can he get onto this? He's found a way through. Looks across. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That's really well cleared. Pepe tries making a foray down the right. Oh, he's found support out wide. Pepe. Cash getting this one clear. Matson.
And that will be the final act.
Porto ball through.
And that gets things running. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I'm going to highlight somebody with special talents, maybe a special mentality, and it's this guy, Emi Martinez. As a goalkeeper, he
He is just a big presence. He's a big strength in the team, and we know he has a reputation for gamesmanship. He has a reputation of trying to get in the heads of his opponents, and it all comes with a lovely personality and a different character, and it's good to see that in the game.
Okay, interesting. That's very neat. Madsen. Very nicely done. And he's pulled him up for that challenge. Oh, smashing header! Just off target.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Perez, head over towards the opposite flank. Kivior. Varela. And it's Moura. Here's a chance! He's missed it.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
McGinn. Kivior is there, and he can get that clear. McGinn. Cash. That is lovely. Great defending, strong and determined. That is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pepe! Decent strike, kept it fizzing low. Varela. Perez. Kivior. Throw-in. Again. Pau Torres laid out to the left flank. And it's Tielemans. And hit Watkins! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
Watkins really looked sharp out there. That first touch, sensation.
And it's played forward. Agahawa. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Onana does really well to win the ball there. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Varela, spread out to the left. That's Agahawa. Agahawa. Tielemans. Can he spark a counter here? That's really well manoeuvred. And that was very necessary. Pau Torres have it back and can go again. Well, this is turning out to be a lively old game.
Yeah, especially in those wide areas, something the team have clearly identified as being the more productive of the channels.
This has gone, that's foul.
Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Well, I think the referee would have told him to rate it in or suffer the consequences.
Fernandez. Pepe. Tielemans wins the duel this time. Madsen. It's a quick ball upfield. Kivior. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Perez. Kivior. Varela. Moura. Delicate ball, and it needs to be. Moura's cross climbs up big. Goal! Porto! That is a fine goal, really efficiently done.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Porto have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Kivior shifted upfield. He's in a great position here. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Moura aimed forwards.
And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Oh, that's a nice ball. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Moved on forwards. And it's Tielemans. He has a look up, and the shot! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Onana. And here's Watkins. And a chance! It's a goal! They have done it! They have their equaliser! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Watkins demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Moura forwards and with intent. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Onana. Aim forwards. Out to the left it goes. That has been knocked clear. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Long ball looking to counter. It's just beyond his reach. And it's played forward. And here's Agahawa. Fernandez. It's a mighty effort! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Well, it's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter. Watkins really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Pepe played out towards the right wing. Tries a shot! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
And here's Sancho. Now it's Watkins. He's in here! And it's Tielemans. Tielemans!
Well, he doesn't need a second invitation, even from that range.
Kivior. Fernandez. Now it's Pepe.
That's really well manoeuvred. And the counter is on.
Begin. And it's played forward. In by Sancho. Perez gets it away. And here's Sancho. Tielemans. Again!
What an absolute shame. The composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Moved on forwards. That has been cut short. Now it's Agahawa. Agahawa! Played out wide. And it's Moura.
Ball is over the line.
And it's Moura.
That's really well manoeuvred. So what can they make of this?
Sancho providing an outlet on that flank. Punched away.
Tielemans! It's in, and that looks to me very much like an own goal.
That can happen to anyone. It's truly, truly unlucky for him, but it's just the way it is.
Fortuitous as it may have been, they all count one.
Pepe. Fernandes. Oh, he's found support out wide.
He's shooting! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And it's Fernandes.
Hit into the middle. And he's there to get rid.
Here's Agahawa. Oh, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Played towards the other side. Madsen. Now it's Tielemans.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. It's a great ball. Shoots! And he has kept it out somehow.
Sancho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Perez attempts a clearance. Konsa.
Up he goes!
And the header is disappointing in the end.
He simply mistimed the header, and it was as if he knew it wasn't going to work out.
Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Varela forwards and with intent. Onana, aim forwards. Strong running down that left flank. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Moved on forwards. Torres looks to the other side. Oh, Red, nice interception. And it's Fernandez. Pepe. Oh, nice touch. Fernandez with the cross. Sancho. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Varela did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Out towards the flank. That's good play. Moura, and that's aimed into the middle. And he won't reach that.
Moura makes the interception. Perez. Porto going about it patiently, perhaps too patiently. Moura has created one goal already. Varela.
That's really well manoeuvred.
Here's Pepe.
There's the whistle for half-time.
Leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
Porto would seem to still be getting over the OG. It was an honest mistake, and they've got to move on.
And the game has already resumed here.
Porto really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Konsa, and it's played forward. Oh, nicely intercepted. Moura. Watkins. Sancho in acres of space out wide. He is through here.
Defending of the desperate variety.
Moura. Tielemans.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now it's Watkins. He's in plenty of space here. Kivior getting this one clear. Perez, gently done. Fernandez. Fernandez tries making a foray down the right. Oh, what a climb!
He's done very well to get to that.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Onana, who's gone direct here. Watkins with the foul. And it's played forward. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And it's Moura. Oh, what a pass! Onana gets good distance on it. Fernandes. And here's Pepe. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And back to the goalkeeper. Perez. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, this defence now knows that they have to reduce his movement because they've allowed him to run free.
And here's Agahawa. Agahawa! It's it! Porto are level!
Porto, look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Really will fancy their chances now. They need to make the most of the momentum, but they have to be careful not to overstretch themselves and pay a price.
And here's Agahawa. Pepe. Agahawa. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Porto! And the comeback is complete!
But Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Porto take the lead.
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
And here's Pepe. And it's Fernandes. Well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Do have a chance to counter here. And here's Watkins. Nice physical challenge. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Moura. Porto have scored 2 quick goals here and are ahead now by the odd goal in 5. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tielemans. Not pretty, but it gets the job done. Cash, aim forwards. Oh, he's trying it! Oh, just lacked a decent finish. Fernandes. Perez. Fernandes. Tielemans did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. That was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. Moura. Moved on forwards. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And here's Agahawa.
Oh, that's neat.
Great defending, strong and determined. Kivior. That's really well manoeuvred. Over to the left. Shot, surely! That's going to go a long way. Perez. Fernandez. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Cross deflected behind for a corner. Oh, great chance! Tielemans. Konsa, nicely aimed pass. And that's been won straight back. Aim forwards. There will be a throw-in. It's Amadou Onana. Onana. Great position here. Chance for a shot! He has done it!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
Well, it's one of those, Peter, when you've got to take your hat off and just say, too good.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, this one always did feel hard to predict, and that's exactly how it looks like turning out.
Lovely feet. Plenty waiting in the middle.
Tielemans. And here's Sancho. Now it's McGinn.
Turns and goes back.
And here's Agahawa. Takes a shot!
Very speculative with little threat, if any, for the keeper.
That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it.
Kivior. Muscular approach does pay off here.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Kivior is there, and he can get that clear. And that is out of play. Sancho.
That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner. Cleared away. Ball's gone out of play.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Now it's Pepe. Pepe. Oh, good spread. Oh, that's nice. The cross. Pau Torres attempts a clearance.
Barella with the short one. It's a clearance, but not much of one.
Porto clearly are pushing for the win here, Peter. It's making for a very frantic end to this game.
And here's Watkins.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
And it's Pepe. He's got to be in here! Can he finish?
Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
And here's Watkins. Tielemans. And it's Moura.
Now who's going to be first to this?
He's having a shot!
It's a carbon copy of the previous miss.
Porto really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Interception, his positioning was spot on.
Played into space out wide.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Barella. It's going all the way through to the keeper. Moura.
Look, their supporters must be going balmy about this because there's no sense of purpose in what we're seeing.
And he's managed to get free.
Crunching tackle.
Again.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Again. And he goes cross-field. And he's on a charge. Plays it across.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Pau Torres. Again. Cash shifted upfield. That has been knocked clear. Onana gently done.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
It's run loose here.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again.
Watkins gets a foot in here. Diogo Costa, long ball by the goalkeeper. Moved on forwards. Tielemans.
And that will be the final act. Magic. What a magical football match. So it's away we go then.
question, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, Peter, you can never emphasise enough just how important it is to have a dependable goalkeeper, and this fella, Emi Martinez, is certainly one that fits the bill. He's one of the characters left in the game nowadays. I mean, people describe him as a little eccentric, and truth be told, he is at times, but I think we need that in the modern game. We need our characters, we need our big personalities, and I'm glad we've got one here.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
Well, I think that move petered out due to a lack of urgency. There was no cutting edge.
Well, that looks a foul. Yeah, referee's given it. Gets it away. Watkins wins the duel this time. Barella. That's an imaginative pass. And it's Moura. Tielemans. Sancho. McGinn. Oh, good spread. In by Sancho. They've got a corner here. It's a mighty effort! He's missed, but not quite that far.
And not just close, agonisingly close.
And it's played forward. And it's Pepe. And here's Agahawa. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Barella. Perez. Aim forwards. Konsa. Oh, there's a probing ball. That's really well manoeuvred. Sancho does really well to win the ball there. Moura. Can he latch on to this? Only partially clear. Tielemans. Ooh, can he get onto this? Kivior gets across to intercept that. Barella. Pepe. Pepe. Fernandes. And it's Pepe. Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Stitch defending, but that'll do. And it's Moura. Cross it goes. And he's there to get rid.
They've certainly set out to cause a problem or two down that left flank. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
He's going to be disappointed with that.
must have been told to look for ways to try and construct some space down the middle here.
And what is it, Jim, that they're actually achieving?
Well, it opens up the pitch, stretches the opposition, and it activates more running room.
Barella, who's short. And it's Moura. Clipped into space. Tielemans with the clearance. Barella with the short one. Fernandez with the cross. Cash attempts a clearance. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And here's Agahawa. Agahawa! Martinez trying to keep this in. Fernandez. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's fouled him there. Let's be lenient here. And he'll get too many more chances. He's had a crack. And it's Moura. Or thereabouts gone, and we still await the first goal. Chance here to counter. Caresses it through. He's got away. Played out to the right. Kivior gets it away. Barella gently done. And here's Watkins. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And it's Agahawa. He's through, now is he in? McGinn. Moved on forwards. Kivior clears it away. Barella. Perez shifted upfield. Now it's Pepe. Aim forwards. Agahawa! Agahawa! Oh, split-second reaction.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Onana can get it clear. Challenge there, uncompromising. And the counter is on. Madsen. Watkins looks to get on the end of this. Chance! Another header, but again the same outcome.
Maybe they're trying to cash in on this, but someone has to up the quality here, both movement and delivery.
Really well manoeuvred. Out to the left it goes. Moved on forwards. Agahawa. Well, they can break here. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Sancho. Well, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Perez tries to clear. Solid defending, refused to be outmuscled. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Agahawa. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Onana defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Konsa, good-looking ball. And it's played forward. Martinez, one ball by the goalkeeper. Great defending, strong and determined. Kivio. Varela. Over to the left. Moura is onto it in a flash. Madsen, driven forward. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Well done, really robust.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
He's dealt with that very well, Peter. It's a real show of discipline.
Cash carries the ball down the right. McGinn.
Just fizzes past the post.
He overtook that one, aiming for perfection, and he got it slightly wrong.
Played towards the other side. And it's Moura. Sancho. He's in plenty of space here.
Oh, sweet feet.
Watkins with the cross.
Referee's had a good look and given a corner. They've played it short.
Hoisted in. That has been knocked clear.
And that's a goal kick.
Moved on forwards.
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Tries a measured ball. Watkins!
Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
Watkins really should be making an apology. That longer range pass gave him a golden chance then.